What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a MPL power ranking prediction after Project Next. Now, I don't know if MPL is going to switch into the new update because the meta will shift really hard, which will affect all the teams in the MPL, and this is why this is a prediction video. Alright, so hopefully no fan bases get offended by my power ranking. Alright, this is just a prediction based on my own knowledge, no biases. It's my own opinion. Hopefully you guys have no problems with it. You can rank the teams below in the comment section if you feel like it. Go right ahead, you're free to do so. For number 10, let's start it off. We have Blue Fire. The reason why we have Blue Fire at number 10 is because they haven't won a series yet. That's like a no-brainer right there, right? Additionally, their sponsor actually let go of Blue Fire as well, so they don't have a boot camp anymore. Like each player are on their own houses, and I don't know how they're gonna play the rest of the MPL, honestly, because when you play in the MPL, right, it's still considered an online tournament at this point because of COVID. You have like a camera in front of you. I don't know if it's required. Are they gonna have to forfeit the games, or you know what I mean? So we'll see, but they're still gonna be at number 10. There's no chemistry. There's like feuds going on. They just have no synergy. I don't think they have anything bad against each other as teammates, but just the sponsor and not having boot camp is like a big hit to them. So they're gonna be number 10. So for number 9, we have BSB. They did pretty good against top tier teams, but I feel like it's just not enough for me to be convinced. Anna and Drake's obviously are very talented players. They do have the mechanics for sure. I mean, majority of the players definitely have the mechanics in MPL. Obviously, they just are lacking on rotation, teamwork, and maybe coaching guy as well. If you notice, like a bunch of these top tier teams, they have well-known coaches. See, I don't know who the coach is for BSB, to be honestly speaking with you, so I can't say anything there. Next Play even has a coach. They have YOLO. CIGNAL has a coach from what I saw. EXE, I don't even think EXE has a coach as well. For BSB, I'm not sure if they do have a coach. I think they do. But yeah, I feel like they need to really work on their draft and team chemistry as well. Okay, especially with this new update coming out, the new rotation is going to be even more complicated than the 131. Alright, for number 8, alright, we have Next Play. Okay, we have Next Play for number 8 because I feel like they're already struggling with the current meta, and then once this meta changes, which is even more complicated than the current meta right now, I feel like they don't bring out the full potential of their team composition on the way they draft. Actually, Coach YOLO is drafting pretty good recently, right? He's drafting really good recently. So if you've been keeping up with my Facebook posts, he wins majority of his drafts, honestly, YOLO. But from what I saw, I feel like they don't have a game plan. I think YOLO needs to guide the team to what they should do. Should we play safe early game? Should we go for fights? Should we go for team fights, or should we just split push? At one point, there was this one time where ONIC had a really good team fight composition, and Next Play had really good mobile heroes, right? They're very agile. They had Ling at one point, and they kept going for brawls. They kept going for team fights, and even if they were behind, I just feel like they have no game plan going into the game, and I feel like Coach YOLO could definitely help on that if he does plan it out. All right, based on the draft, I feel like Next Play is really strong when it comes to a team fight comp, but other than that, it just really depends on their team comp. They excel on team fight comps, but for like split pushing comps and out rotating comps, I feel like Next Play lacks on there. For number 7, we have CIGNAL Ultra. Why did I put CIGNAL Ultra further than Next Play? Because CIGNAL really convinced me that they were focused and persistence against the R game that they had this weekend, right? If you notice, right, I'm basing it off what I see with my own eyes. If you notice, they have a coach that's literally writing down what they need to do with this team composition before they start the game. Right? If you compare the Next Play draft, when they're showing it on the camera, the whole team, right? And CIGNAL draft against Aura, you will see the focus and the coach actually talking to the whole team and having a game plan. So that's the only reason why I put CIGNAL on top of Next Play, honestly. Just hopefully nobody gets offended. This is just my own opinion. If you have your own rankings, then obviously drop that down below. For number 6, we have EXE. The problem with EXE is they are very inconsistent. They could be really strong. They could honestly even beat BREN. They have the talent for it, honestly. I feel like they're lacking on the coaching part of the MPL, because every time, I watch them during the draft, there's like 5 of them. There's supposed to be 6 of you, including the coach, right? Like ONIC has Rio, Aura has Coach Arcadia, BREN has Coach Ducky. But for EXE, it feels like who's drafting for you guys? Sometimes their draft is just plain out bad. So I think more coaching guide for EXE. But they are talented players, I tell you that. Benny Cutie, really talented. Hate, a little inconsistent recently, but he is a very talented player. We all know that. For number 5, we have Omega. Omega is actually pretty consistent, but they're in the middle of the pack, right? They just struggle against top tier teams, honestly. But overall, they are like a dark horse. You'll never know if they're gonna beat Aura or BREN at some point, right? So that's why I have Omega on number 5. They're consistently in the middle. Even last season, Omega was consistently in the middle when they were SGD Omega. For number 4, we have Blacklist. Now, that full clip player, 14-year-old kid, he's 15 now, I think. He is very, very talented. That kid's gonna go far. And Coach Bonchan, drafting wise, he is pretty good actually. He's pretty good. There were some drafts where this recent weekend where he lost a bunch of drafts, for my opinion at least. Usually, Coach Bonchan drafts really, really well. And their players are really, really talented as well. Like I said on full clip. Insane player right there. Their tanks are solid. Yo, Eson, super talented tank player. Game changer, playmaker. So that's why we have Blacklist on number 4. For number 3, we have Aura PH. Aura PH for number 3, they do have some League of Legends players before, right? We have Greed, who I know used to play League from what I heard, right? And I'm sure the other players, even on the previous teams that I listed, had Dota 2 players and League of Legends players themselves. This is why I have this power ranking like it is. I feel like with Greed's help, since he is, I feel like the League of Legends player will definitely be an advantage for you. If you were a previous League player, that is a big advantage to you already. That's why I put Aura on number 3. Obviously, they have Coach Arcadia, who is really good at making, this really unique strategies. For number 2, let's talk about number 2. We have ONIC. Why do I have ONIC on number 2? People might ask, why do I have ONIC on number 2? So first of all, as we all know, I do have a feud with Basic, but whatever I show you guys in the video, right, this is no bias right here. This is straight up facts. Basic is a very talented player, and if you guys didn't know, Basic was a former professional in AOV. And do you know what his main role is? He made the jungle role. Alright, so that is gonna be a big help for ONIC. Hopefully, ONIC utilizes Basic really well with this new jungler role that will come out. I think it will come out. Hopefully it does, because I'm feeling excited about this new jungler role. I honestly like it. A lot of people that started on Mobile Legends that don't know the jungler role will obviously won't like it, because it's gonna be a lot different for them. But Basic, having experience on a previous game with the same role is gonna be a big help for ONIC. So I don't know how they're gonna switch the roster or the lineup. I know Dilar used to play League, Venus used to play League, right? So these guys have really high knowledge on how League rotation works. So that's why I put him on number 2, okay? No bias around here. Yes, I do know I have a feud with Basic. That doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying the truth, alright? Alright, for number 1, okay, BREN. Why I put BREN on number 1? Obviously, they're number 1 on the, before the patch. And why are they still number 1? They don't have any jungler, former professional jungler on their team. Well, they have Coach Leather Goods, who is a former professional AOV player, and he is the coach for BREN. So that's why I put BREN still on number 1, right? Pre-patch, BREN was still number 1, and this patch, BREN is still 1. Because they have Coach Leather Goods that can probably guide them along the way to actually go over this new jungler role. If they're not, if they're not familiar to it at least. We have Coach Ducky. I don't know if he played League before. I'm not really sure. But obviously his drafting has been consistently winning so far. His draft is amazing. You guys can see it on my Facebook post. BREN usually wins the draft every time they play. Those are my power rankings. If you have your own power rankings, please comment that below. This is after the Project Next update, by the way. Alright, so I don't know if MPL will implement the Project Next update in the playoffs. I don't think so, but these are my predictions if the MPL actually goes with this update instead of the previous patch. But yeah, that is my power rankings. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you guys understand why I move some teams around and you guys might be confused. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like button, slap that like button right there. And thank you guys for watching. I am out. Peace.